Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to yet another interesting video on AppXRs. Today we are going to talk about Lightning Platform Workspace APIs in Lightning Web Components. So using Lightning Platform Workspace APIs, you'll be able to manage and control your Workspace APIs tabs in your console application. It is not gonna work in your in a normal application. So we'll be talking about it. I'll tell you what are Lightning Platform Workspace APIs, how you can use it. There are different methods that we are going to try in this today's video, and it is moreover going to be a demo kind of a video instead of just showing you a couple of slides maybe, and most of the part will be containing a demo of different methods of the Lightning Platform Workspace APIs. So that was the gist of this overall video on AppXRs. So I'll quickly start it. So as I told you, the title is Lightning Platform Workspace APIs in Lightning Web Components. I'll quickly start with my introduction. I'm Kapil Batra. I'm a Salesforce MVP and founder of blog and YouTube channel, which is Salesforce Bold. If you're working in LWC or planning to work on it related to LWC or maybe in modern JavaScript concepts, my channel could be a good key resource for you. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure to check it out and do subscribe as well. It is Salesforce Bold on YouTube and the blog is salesforcebold.com. I'm from Ajmer, Rajasthan and currently working as a specialist senior in Salesforce domain. So this is going to be the agenda for the day. First, we'll talk about what are Lightning Workspace APIs. And as I told you already, this can only be used in the console application. So you should be having understanding of a difference between a normal application and console application, or how a console application is going to look like. So I'll be quickly giving you an overview of the console application as well. Again, it is going to be a demo. And then there will be demos of different methods in Lightning Workspace APIs, which includes open a new tab, open a subtab, change label of the tab. You'll be able to change icon of the tab. Then you can highlight a tab, navigate to next tab, or navigate to the previous tab. You can disable the tab close and enable the tab close. Okay, so these will be the things which will be discussing in today's video, and I'm going to show you in different demos today. We'll quickly start with Platform Workspace APIs. So basically, Lightning Platform Workspace API is a module in Lightning Web Components, okay, which can be imported using Lightning/Platform Workspace APIs. And this module is going to help you to control your workspace tabs and subtabs in Lightning console application. To use the workspace APIs, you need to ensure your component is displayed in a console application. Now, how you will make sure that the application where your component is being used is a console application. So for that, you can simply import is console navigation, wire it up, and check if it is returning the value true. That means the application where your Lightning Web Component is being used is a console application. If it is returning false, that means it is not in console application. All the methods in this Lightning Platform Workspace API modules are asynchronous methods and is always going to return a promise. So most of the times we'll be using async await statement while calling them, and we'll be using fat arrow syntax to call these asyncs method. Okay, I'll quickly move to the next slide, which will give you a small introduction about a console app. So console app in Salesforce is a tab-based workspace that allow user to manage multiple records on a single screen. Now you must have seen it in a normal application as well. User can manage multiple records, but again it is going to be on different new tabs, but here it is going to be in the same tab. This can help user to find, update and create records faster by reducing the time spent clicking and scrolling. I'll quickly show you a sample of the normal application. So this is my org, and this is my application, Salesforce World application, which I have created here. So here you can see there are different tabs. So this is for a conditional statement, this is for a specific demo, this is for navigation. In the similar manner, you can see other tabs as well. There are multiple tabs here. Now, to check anything here in these tabs, I need to click on these tabs, and I'm losing my insights from the main page. And what if I need to, so let's say if a page is containing list of records and I need to open it one by one, again it is going to be on different tabs, right? Now let me quickly show you how a console application is going to be. So for that, I have created another application, which is Salesforce Bolt Console, where as of now you will be able to see a custom Lightning Web Component that I have created just for the sake of this demo. And in console application, basically you will be seeing tabs in the console view, which is going to be so single tab is going to be there, then there will be a list view of other tabs, and you will be able to open different tabs by clicking on the name of it. Okay, so as an example, so this is my main parent component, which is Workspace API launcher, and if I click on this button, so if you'll notice, it has opened a new tab here, which is Workspace API. So this is going to be the tab which is basically empty right now. We'll be filling it up with multiple demos, and we'll be having multiple methods also here, which will be opening new tab and sub tabs and so on. Okay, so this was a quick overview of the Lightning console application, how it is going to look on your screen. Okay, now I'll quickly go back to my slide again. Now we'll begin with the demos. So as I told you earlier as well, this video is moreover going to be about demos of Workspace API methods. So as part of the demos, guys, I'm going to show you how you can open a new tab in your console application, open a sub tab, change label of a tab, set icon, highlight a tab, navigate to next tab, navigate to the previous one, disable tab close, and enable tab close as well. So these are going to be demos in today's video. Okay, so for that I have already created a Lightning Web Component which is basically empty now, and we'll be filling it up with all these scenarios. Okay, so I'll quickly start with the meta.xml file. So if you'll notice, as I'm going to use it on my Lightning application, so that's why I have added the target as Lightning app, and I have added is exposed as true here. Okay, in JavaScript I have added wire here because we'll be using it, and this HTML is basically empty. Okay, so we'll quickly start with demo of open a new tab. Okay, now to open a new tab, first we'll create a button here, and using that button basically we'll be able to open a new tab. Okay, so I'll quickly create a button here first. Okay, we'll add Lightning button. Let's add a label. Okay, and on the click of this button, we'll be calling a function which will be basically opening a new tab. So I'll do on click. Okay, my function name will be open tab. I'll copy this from here. Okay, now in my JavaScript also I'll be creating the same function. So as I told you already, to use the Lightning Platform Workspace APIs, you need to import the library first, and from that library you need to import the different methods as per your requirement. So for example, right now what I'm looking at is open tab. Okay, and as I told you already, the processes, all the processes are going to be async, right? So for that, first as we want to use the Lightning Platform Workspace APIs. So first we are going to use the library, which is import, and first we'll use OpenTab. Here it is. Okay, let's save it. Okay, now here I'll make it async first. So all the functions are going to be async because from each function it will be returning a promise. All right, now for OpenTab, we'll add page reference first. Okay, and for this demo, I'll just open any standard page. And as this pre-text is already coming here, I'll just hit tab. Okay. So we'll be opening a standard object page, not the record page. So I'll just modify it to object. Okay. In attributes, we'll be passing the object API name and action name, what exactly we want to see. Okay, and as you can see here, this is also coming automatically here. I don't remember the name of the extension, so I'll hit tab here. Okay, so instead of cases, we'll view contact. Okay, and action name, I think list is fine, so it will be displaying a list of contacts. Okay, so now there are few other attributes or parameter you can pass in this open tab function, which are so first one is you can have focus. So whenever the tab is opening, you'll need a focus there, so that tab should be highlighted. And we'll have label. As the label, we'll have contact or contacts list. Okay, now this is here. I think I'm missing a closing bracket. Just a second. Open tab. Okay. Await open tab. I have closed it already. Okay. And thanks to Prettier for managing the syntax. Okay, so we have added this open tags here, right? Now, okay, we have imported the open tab from here. On the HTML as well, we have added it. So I'll just quickly deploy it. Okay, let's go back to the page. I'll refresh it and you will be able to see the button which says open tab. And when click on this button, it should be opening the contact list view. So you can see the contact list view is here. If I'll do all contacts, awesome. We are able to see a new tab on the click of a button. So that's how, using custom Lightning Web Components, now you are able to control your tabs and subtabs in any console application. All right. I think we should add some padding maybe here, the margins. So to add the margin, we can simply add a so I'll be adding SLDS margin medium from all the sides. Okay, and we'll close it here, Control S, and we'll deploy it. Now it should look better. Awesome. So this was a demo of OpenTab. So using click of that OpenTab button, you'll be able to move to a new tab as per your requirement. All right, so we'll quickly move to the next method, which is basically opening a subtab. Okay, so now here is one interesting thing. You cannot just open a subtab directly, right? A subtab, as it should be clear by its name, it is a subtab, right? So it is a child of a parent tab. It cannot directly open in the console application. It needs a parent. So moreover, it is going to be opening a subtab on and closing tab. On the parent tab, we'll be opening a subtab. All right. So I'll quickly add another button here. We'll copy it and paste it here. Let's name it subtab on and closing tab. Okay, save, and here we'll be creating function again. Okay, here it is. Okay, now to open a subtab, first you need the parent tab's ID, right? Now how you are going to get the parent tab ID? So there's a specific method of platform workspace API which will help us to get the parent ID. So the method is, for that you need to basically import it, which is and closing tab ID. And as we will be using the subtab thing, so we need to have open subtab as well. Okay, so these are going to be two things which we'll be using. So this get and closing tab ID, you can use it as a wire function here. So I'll simply do wire and closing tab ID, and we'll bind it in this here. Okay, so we have wired the enclosing tab ID here in this property. Now I'll copy this property from here. I'll go to my method, which is open subtab. So here in this open subtab method, guys, you need to pass the enclosing tab ID basically. Okay, I'll quickly type it. Now here I'll be passing this dot enclosing subtab ID. Okay, then again the same thing, we need to do the page reference stuff. So we'll be adding page reference here, and in the page reference properties we'll be giving type, which is going to be standard object page. Okay, and we will be passing some attributes as well. One of the attribute that we are going to pass is again going to be object name and action name. Okay, it is coming automatically. I'll just press tab. Yes, so these are going to be two attributes that we'll be passing here today. So basically it will be opening the contact list, the same tab basically that you saw on the open tab button, the same thing, but now as a sub tab, right? So I'll quickly save it and push it to the org. Okay, refresh it. So we saw open tab, which opened this contact list view here. And now this is the open subtab on enclosing tab. In this case, enclosing tab is this Workspace API. If I'll click on this button, it is going to open a subtab here, which is basically giving me a better visibility on my main action and on my subtab. If you will see here, this is my main tab, this is my subtab. So that's where, you know, Workspace APIs and this console applications comes very handy. Uh, and using the Workspace APIs, now you can do these kinds of modifications as well. We'll quickly move to the next button, which is going to be change the label of our tab. Okay, so for that I'll quickly just copy it, copy the HTML, paste it here. First I will change the label of this HTML, then it will be changing label of the button. Okay, change label. On click is also going to be change label here. I'll copy it from here, save, and now in JavaScript I'll be using that change label. Okay, the change label is here. So here basically to change the label, first we need to get the tab information, right? So basically we need to get the focus tab information. For that we'll be using get focus tab info. Okay, now the get focus tab info is again a property of this Lightning Platform API modules. So what we'll do, we'll add a comma here, get focused tab info. Okay, and also we'll be including set tab label. Okay, because we need these two. All right, now to get the focus tab info, what you can do is you need to get the tab ID. So we'll quickly get it in a constant. I'll mention tab ID here equals to get focus tab info. Then we'll call set tab label, where we'll be passing tab ID and the new label, whatever you want to change basically. So in my case, I will be changing label to Salesforce bold. I will save it and deploy it. Okay, there is some error. Okay, spelling mistake. Awesome. We'll deploy it again. All right, it is deployed now. I'll quickly refresh it. Okay, so I'll close the sub tab so that this tab is going to be the main tab. Okay, now this is the main tab. And now if I'll click on this change label, so the current label of this tab is Workspace APIs. If I'll do change label, now if you'll notice here, the label has been changed to Salesforce bold and the label on the tab also has been changed to Salesforce bold, right? So that's how the change label is going to work. Let me change it again to give you the proper insight of the tab change. Let's say if we are doing apex hours, deploy. Okay, now the label is Salesforce bold. On the tab also label you can see Salesforce bold. Okay, let me refresh it once. Okay, now I'll click on change label. Apex hours, here also you can see apex hours now. Okay, so that's how this change label work. The next method that we'll be learning today is change icon of the specific tab. So this is again one of the customization that comes with this Workspace APIs, which is that you will be able to change the icon on the tabs. Still, I mean, it is a very small thing, but again, a very useful thing. It, it's all about giving your users the best experience what they can have. So right now you can see the current icon is a heart icon here, and we'll be changing it up now. Okay, so I'll quickly go to, where is my VS Code? Here it is. So I have copied the change label. Now I will do change icon. Okay, now the action steps are going to be same. To change the icon as well, we need to first import the method, import the library, right? And after that we'll be able to do that. So I'll quickly create the function here first. Okay, now to change the icon as well, we need the tab ID, right? For which we are planning to change the icon. First, let me quickly include the change icon thing here. So for change icon, the property that you need to, oh, it is coming automatically, by the way, it is set tab icon. Okay, so I have added set tab icon here. I think it is catching the cached memory of this overall page. So now we'll be using the change tab icon thing. Okay, now to change the icon, again you need the tab ID. So this tab ID is something which you will need in most of the methods, because to perform any action on a specific tab, you need the ID of that tab, right? So this is something we are going to use again and again. So I'll just quickly copy this. Instead of writing it again, I'll copy it. And now you can use set tab icon, where you need to pass tab ID and the icon name. So for now, I'll be changing it to animal and nature, because this icon looks like the Cody, the bear icon. It is not the actual Cody, but it looks like a bear. So, okay. Now we'll be adding more attributes. You can add the alternate text as well. So we'll be adding icon, alternate text, animal and nature. Okay, let's close it, and this is also saved now. Let's deploy it. Okay, as you can see, it is deployed now. Now we'll quickly move here, refresh it. If you look closely, the current icon is the heart icon. Now if I'm going to change, click on this button, basically the icon has been changed to the bear icon, which is basically animal and nature icon. All right, I'll quickly move to the next demo. Let me copy it. Okay, now I'll show you how you can highlight a specific tab. Okay, so for that I will just change the text here. I'll make it highlight tab, and same here as well. Okay, now we will have this highlight tab here. Okay, so sync highlight tab. Again, same thing, you need the constant, you need the tab ID, and the property, the method that we are going to use is set tab highlighted. You need to pass tab ID true, because you want to make it highlighted. And then you need to pass few other parameters, which is pulse, which is again going to be true, and state. Based on the state, the color of the tab is going to change. So let's say warning. In warning, you must have seen that orange yellow color, and you need to include this as well. So I'll quickly scroll up, hit comma, include it, save. This is also saved, and we'll deploy it. Okay, it's being deployed now. We'll hit refresh, and now I'm going to click on this button, which is highlight tab. Okay, wait a second. I think in the console we have missed something. Invalid option property stage. Oh, it is not stage, actually it is state. Sorry, my bad. State, save, deployed again, and refresh. We'll close this, and the tab is being highlighted. Voila. Okay. Moving on to the next action, which is next tab and previous tab. I'll be covering both of them together. Okay. So we'll quickly create two buttons. Okay. So the first one is going to be next tab. Let's name it next tab, and in the similar manner we'll be creating previous tab. Okay, so where did it go? Here it is. Next tab, I'll go here, and we'll be creating the function. So next tab. Okay, same thing, copy paste from here, the tab ID. Okay, now first you need to get the information of all the tabs available in the org. So basically, let me tell you how this next tab works with. So consider your console application tabs as an array. Okay, so while you're retrieving the all tabs, you will be retrieving an array of the tabs, right? Now, what you will do to get a specific value from that array, you need to pass the index of that value, correct? So we'll be doing the same thing. We'll be retrieving all the tabs first. We'll retrieving list of all the tabs. Then we'll be passing the ID of the current tab, right? And then to move it to the next tab, guys, we need to include the include plus one in the ID basically, and make it the next tab ID, right? So it is the simple math that you need to do while playing around with this tab focus thing. Okay, so we'll create another constant here, which is all tabs. Get all tab info, again a method, a property that you need to import above. We'll do it. Then you need the selected tab index, and how you can get it. You can get it by all tabs dot find index. Okay, And here in find index, what you can do is you can add possible next tab, tab ID equals to the tab ID. Okay, then we'll get the next tab ID as well. So next tab ID is going to be again all tabs, then selected tab index plus 1 will be the next tab ID, tab ID. Okay, and at the end we'll be doing focus tab. So next tab ID is going to be the new focus. Okay, now I think I am missing one bracket here. In this possible next tab ID, it is fine. Why this is here? Okay, so we'll need this get all tab info first. So we'll quickly scroll to top and we'll add get all focus tab, and we'll need the focus tab as well. So we'll copy it. Okay, I have added focus tab as well. Save. Now let me quickly copy and paste the same thing for the previous tab. So the same functionality is going to be there. It is just for the previous tab you will be doing -1. Okay, that's why I thought of covering it together. So for previous tab also the same things are going to be there. The next tab ID is going to be selected tab ID -1 this time. Okay, so we have saved it. We have saved the HTML as well. Hopefully we won't be getting any error this time. Okay, so we'll quickly go to the Chrome, hit refresh. Okay, so here the next tab is all contacts, right? So if I'll click on next tab, awesome, it is going on all contacts. Now if I'll click on previous tab, I don't have any previous tab. This was my parent thing. So if I'll move it here, and now if I'm click on previous tab, it will be redirecting me here. If I'll move it here and click on next tab, it will redirect me here. Okay, if I don't have the previous tab, it won't be doing anything. All right, so this was the next tab and previous tab. Now quickly moving on to the remaining two methods which I'll be covering together, which is basically disabling the tab close and enabling the tab close. Tab close, this cross symbol from here. I'll show you how you can programmatically disable and enable it. Okay, so again we'll just do copy, paste it here, disable tab close. Okay, I'll copy it and make it enable tab close. Okay, now this is going to be enable tab close. Okay, it is saved now. Now on the JavaScript as well, I'll be creating the method which is again going to be pretty similar for both of them. So it is going to be async disable tab close. You need the tab ID everywhere, as I said earlier. And what you need to do is disable tab close, you need to pass tab ID and true. Okay, and the same thing you can use for enable tab close as well. Now to enable tab close, there is no separate method or property called enable tab close. It is the same disable tab close with the change of this true to false. Okay, now I'll quickly copy this disable tab close and we'll add it on the top again. Here it is. After focus tab, I'll be adding disable tab close. Okay. Okay, let me quickly see if, okay, this is fine. This is also fine. Let me deploy it. Alright, it is deployed now. Now if I'll go back and refresh it, it is going to add two buttons on my screen, which is going to be enable tab close and disable tab close. Now if you will see on the tab, here it is saying disable tab close. Here right now you can see the tab close button. If I'll click on this, okay, I think there is some error. Just a second. My Mac got hanged. Seems like the button is working, hang the Mac. Oh, this is strange. Okay, we'll try it again. Disable tab close. Again it got hanged. What is going on in backend? Okay, I think we are still having an error here. Oh, I got it. I don't know why I had added this here. And as I copy pasted, so it got copied in both. I'll deploy it. And this should fix this disable Mac action or hang your Mac option as well. Let me refresh it. All right, let's try one last time. And if you'll notice here, the cross icon is disabled now. You won't be able to close this tab. And similarly, if you'll click on enable tab close, you will be able to see the tab icon back here. Awesome, finally it worked. So yeah, so that it is for today. These were the methods that I planned to show you as part of this Workspace API demos. We have covered open a new tab, sub-tab, change label of tab, set icon of tab, highlight a tab, navigate to next tab and previous tab, disable tab close and enable tab close. And that was the plan for this video. So thank you so much for being till the end of this video. If you're still having any queries related to Workspace APIs, feel free to ping me on LinkedIn and Twitter, or maybe you can comment down in this video itself. Make sure to follow AppXRs. These are the social media handles where you can go and follow AppXRs, and make sure to follow Salesforce Bold as well. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.